Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard the saying that they say that a mind is a terrible thing to waste? Well, let me show you why. What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I'm Mr. Aosinspires here on this channel. Our mission is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, just to help you get to the next level. And after this video is over, I'm asking that you would kindly subscribe to our channel. Consider subscribing. We drop videos to encourage your hearts for free. Now, today I want to talk about this. I had a deep conversation with somebody last week, and the mind, you know this phraseology, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Now, I really want to talk about that because we were talking about how people, and this is crazy, watch this, how people go to the doctor and may find out that they have stage 4 cancer, or they have a heart disease, or they have some type of ailment that is supposedly it's going to lead to death, right? Truth of the matter is, let's look at it this way: we're all going to die soon. I'm not saying that uh, just play with it. I'm not saying play with it. That's not what I'm saying. We're all going to die soon. We don't know the day nor the hour that we're going to die, right? But what happens is when you get that terrible news, the first thing most people do, and some people have a false sense of I'm all right, and deep inside they're really hurt, they're really torn apart. But the truth of the matter is, once we get that type of news, it seems as if our life falls apart, right? And I really want to horn in, and the conversation that we were having is, well, before I tell you that, I really want to horn in on the power of the mind. Your mind carries so much power. I'm gonna give you a quick story in a minute, and that's gonna bring entire thing up together. But I was having a conversation with someone, and we said this, that when people usually get death sentences, as far as in the medical field, when they get death sentences of their health, generally, in most cases, 9 times out of 10, statistically proven, that people's health begins to deteriorate. Why? Because in their mind, they're already dead. I'm going to die, right? In their mind, I'm already dead. And what happens is, since they have it in their mind that they're already dead, what happens is their body begins to shut down, their organs begins to shut down, all because of the function of your mind. I want to flip this thing. Now think about this. If your mind has so much power and has so much control over what you do and what you don't do, why not channel that energy in your mind in the positive direction to do something positive and to do something worthwhile? Think about this. I tell you to think about your dreams, fulfill your dreams, stay focused. I tell you about that all the time. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about something that you really want to accomplish in life. Think about it, right? And I want you to ponder over. I was talking to my wife, and we're in the midst of going to our credit score to a 750. Of course, the ultimate goal is 850, right? So we're putting this thing together to get to a 750, ultimately 850 credit score. And I began to tell her, I said, listen, there are some businesses that we're going to open up. There are some things that we're going to do. And also when we start our credit repair company, because we want to help people to be financial literate, right? And that's one thing they don't teach in school. I think that they need to teach that in school. Anyway, what I told her was start thinking, right? I'm not saying that when you get there, you're just going to live this lavish life. I'm not saying that. But see yourself mentally already at the place where you want to be. And I told her that that's my motivation of waking up. Everybody has their own different motivation, but that's my motivation of waking up every single day, knowing that my situation is not always going to look like this. My situation is not totally bad, but it's not all the way where I wanted to be at the same place. You can have a millionaire that's not comfortable being a millionaire, that's not content, but he wants to be a billionaire, or she wants to be a billionaire, right? And the thing about it is, you have to see yourself in the place where you want to be. I was telling her, think about that. Think on it all day long. Get a picture, get something, and place it right in front of you. Now, let me give you this short story, and I'm gone. There was a college, right? And they did a test, and because they were understanding, they heard the phraseology that the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and they also heard that the mind, the way you think, can dictate everything that you do, right? So they took one set of students, of athletes, and they worked them out physically. And then they took the other set of athletes and they worked them out mentally, not in the gym, but they worked them out mentally, right? And the whole object and whole goal was to get some type of results, right? So this is what happened. The ones that they worked out in the gym, they got physically strong. But the ones that they worked out mentally, they got mentally strong. So let me ask you the question. Which set you think accomplished the most? The ones that they worked out physically or the ones that they worked out mentally? And to your dismay, this is what happened. The ones that they worked out mentally was able to outshine and even surpass the ones that they worked out physically. Because your physical features is one thing, but your mental features is everything. I really want y'all to digest that. Think about that. I'm not saying don't work out, but work your mind out, work your mental out. I promise you, you'll get to the place where you want to be if you see yourself there mentally first. Start working yourself mentally.